12 became 4, and in 2 hours from now, that field will have been whittled down further to just 2 teams in the 2022 NPL Queensland season. Good evening, everyone, and welcome belatedly to the Croatian Sports Centre at Carrara for a Sunday night blockbuster as Gold Coast Knights take on Peninsula Power for a spot in next weekend's grand final. I'm James Coughlin, here to bring you all the action live and exclusive on FQTV. The home-sided Knights finished second in the season in Scott McDonald's first campaign in charge, and their sights are set on replicating the achievements of the 2019 Knights squad, which defeated Penn Power in the semi-finals before going on to claim the championship with a grand final win over Olympic. As for tonight's visitors, Penn Power, they snared third spot with a win in their final match of their regular season over the Knights' local rivals Gold Coast United, and they've had a full week to recover from an Australia Cup quarter-final defeat against Sydney United, and now turning their attention to claiming their first NPL Finals win. Let's run through the lineups for this evening's clash, and let's start with Gold Coast Knights coach Scott McDonald. He's gone with Josh Langdon in goal, as he has done for every match this season. Number 2, Jaden Walker. Number 4, Tyson Martin. 5, Austin Ludwig. 6, Daniel De Silva. 7, Pasquale De Vita. 8, Phil Larsen. 10, Max Brown. 11, Ante Polyak. 22, Max King, and 23, Matt Schmidt. The bench, number 3, Nick Merkovich. Number 9, Mirza Muradovic. 12, Daniel Dragicevic. 18, Luke Beckwith. And the reserve goalkeeper, Richard Taglacier. Meanwhile, for Penn Power, Rick Coughlin will retain Phil Zabax between the posts. Number 2, Lewis Greenwood. 3, Hayden McHenry. 4, Uru Nugata. 6, Brody Boyce. 8, Josh Woolley. 9, Brenton Fox. 10, Jake McLean. 12, Jesse Rigby. 18, Malachi Love-Samira. He was a standout against Sydney United. And 23, Sam Cronin. The reserve goalkeeper, Matty Carr. 11, Daniel Cutler. 14, Nick Harvey. 16, Ollie Plosnan. And 21, Reece Messina. We got through the lineups. We are ready for kickoff here at Carrara. It promises to be an absolute belter of the game. And we're looking forward to spending the next 2 or so hours with you. Will it be 90 minutes? Will we need 120? Could it even go to penalties? It's all on the table in the second NPL Queensland semi-final. And we're going through the final checks. And we are underway. A spot in the grand final will be that for Gold Coast Knights or Peninsula Power. Whoever wins this evening. And it took all of 10 seconds for the first free kick of the match as Greenwood is felled. He might be slotting into that defensive trio this evening after playing in midfield. Throw in taken by Walker, and we'll just, there we go, got audio back from the ground. And pressure on Zabax, and that clearance is blocked before Rigby eventually is able to clear it away. King, a little bit of a slip on the surface, as this was the reason the match has been postponed 24 hours. It was originally scheduled for 7:30 yesterday, but after the rain on Friday and Saturday here in southeast Queensland, the decision was made to move the game to Sunday night. And we should say, very importantly as well, a happy Father's Day to all the football dads, whether it's your first one like mine or even your 20th, 30th, 40th, whatever. I hope you've had a spectacular day. I hope that it has a spectacular ending with you. Great match this evening. Back it goes for Boyce. Veteran Zabax. Greenwood afforded plenty of space. A power free kick after Martin felled Rigby. Zabak's just directing Nagata. On the bounce, that reaches its intended target of Cronin, who will now try and unleash Fox, but the keeper at the other end, Langdon, was alert to the danger and was off his line quickly. Goes for a Knights throw-in. Daniel drills it to his opposite number 6, Boyce. And Rochdale look like they're in party mode against Brisbane Strikers at Underwood Park. FQPL 1 semi-final. It's been a big weekend of finals, not just in the men's competition, but the women's as well. We had the Kappa Women's Super Cup Friday with Lions 4-0 victors over Souths. And we've got a corner now for Gold Coast Knights. Driven corner towards the spot, just over the head of De Silva, but Brown was able to direct it towards the power goal. Comfortably into the arms of Zabaks, and love Samira putting the afterburners on, but can't get around King. Langdon with the clip over the top. This time opting for the switch of play, but asking a bit much of Matt Schmidt. That one full power, but it was lost in the end, and Knights looking to go on the attack. Poliak the target, but Brody Boyce was in the way. Woolley on the right foot with the curling effort, and hoofed temporarily clear, but power could be on again. Love Samira at the back post with the outside of the foot. How did Langdon keep that one out? A stunning save from the Knights custodian. And the ball is still in. It's Knights. All money to concede there, as Samira had a whole lot of open goal to aim for, but Langdon scrambling across and getting a hand to it. And how big will that save be? Possibly to answer my own question, the 2 league meetings between the 2 sides this year were decided by a solitary goal, and anyone who's seen these sides play lately is taking another tight arm wrestle of a game. Those are the sorts of chances that you have to capitalise on in finals football. Martin laying it behind Brown. Can he retrieve it? And he was trying to retrieve it from an offside position, and behind it goes for offside as well. Take the run again, and Brown was just a step or 2 ahead. Woolley dispossessed by DeVita, and the Italian is similarly dispossessed by the backtracking McHenry. Walker seeing a sea of blue in front of him, and Samira. I don't want to give him too many chances. He's one of the brightest young prospects, not just at Penn Power, but in the National Premier League's Queensland competition, and he's not afraid to go for a run, and did just that, winning the free kick off the challenge from King. He was very lively against Sydney United last Sunday. Bending ball and a bit of a scuffed clearance from Janiel. Walker is able to track back and retrieve that and might keep it in. Would be as plays it over the sideline. Sky-high ball from Walker is retrieved in midfield by Woolley. Free kicks are starting to just stack up a little bit for Penn Power. It's 4 off the top of my head in the opening 9 minutes, and might be something that Martin Christoph will be considering. Get enough power on that pass, and Polyak. Polyak will be pretty familiar with the Penn Power team. Started the season with them, 13 games, 8 goals. Which, considering his efforts predominantly from a bench role, let's make it even more impressive. But if Knights are to get a set piece, a free kick around the 25-yard mark from goal, he's the one that all eyes will be on. I'm trying to work out 15 goals for both clubs this season. At least half of them would have been from a dead ball situation. He plays that one through for Brown. Brown just couldn't work the angle for King. And a beautiful ball through Love Samira, and beautifully done again by Langdon, well off his line, and Love Samira. And the Knights keeper get the better of him on 2 occasions now, and Langdon is coming up big in the early stages of this semi-final. Polyak beats his man, keeping the ball alive, and eventually plays it off Boyce for the corner. There's Martin with the ball in, and Polyak just escaping the attentions of Greenwood. Just a slight correction of the ball placement for Polyak. And that short corner routine will be over very quickly as the return ball from, looks like Brown. It's a little bit too much hot sauce on it. Beautiful work by DeVita. He'll take on the shot from range, and range 5 for the Italian, Pasquale DeVita. Teaming up there with Martin, and he fires away. DeVita's got a bit of finals football experience from his time with Southwest Queensland. Thunder went so close to that 2020 grand final win over Logan Lightning, leading to the 87th minute. Losing on a penalty in extra time of that game. And free kick eventually going the way of Knight. As Nutter and Martin almost coming together. King finding a little bit of space. Trying to work the combination. It's a clip ball over the top, and there's some calls for a handball. Either way, Power get the ball back, and Zabax will put things back into play. Playing with time to set himself, able to head in behind, but Knight's back defending in numbers.
Just have a car parked in the ambulance zone, number plate 668WAH, a Toyota Corolla 668WAH. Could you please move your cars parked in the ambulance zone, and it will be required to be towed if it's not moved.
Knight's going on the attack as someone in the crowd will be frantically running to move their car. Brown, Aussie onside, no flag. Boyce able to find the space to get it to Cronin. McLean. Over now, and here's Love Samira. Beautiful ball in behind, and Fox, he's going for a run. He'll square it across the face of goal there, and Woolley, he goes down under his own power by the looks of it. No appeals from Josh Woolley for a penalty, and that was the end of another dangerous raid for the visitors. The third chance of the game. Rigby with a miscontrol, but is able to get the ball back with assistance from Greenwood. Ball all the way out now. Polyak has that one into his own hand, and I think it was his own hand. Almost looked like he gave himself up. And actually, no, it wasn't. I beg your pardon. It was the arm of Greenwood that was outstretched there and made contact with the ball. So now, we mentioned Polyak's ability from the dead ball spot. Matt Schmidt also more than capable to put it into a dangerous area. We'll go for a shot from here. Polyak, Woody. Zabax will be aware of the threat. And it is Schmidt looking to turn provider to the back post, and almost a free header there as it was Austin Ludwig who would have almost got it forward to that. I think that was definitely a pre-planned routine looking at the run Ludwig had made, and I think Brown might have actually been the main obstruction. There's Knights with their best chance thus far. Woolley might get to it. Now King. Just getting confirmation of the halftime score. 4-0 Rochdale Rovers, Brisbane Strikers. you might be tuning in the halftime break from that. Very pleased to have your company, albeit temporarily. Still scoreless here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Not for a lack of chances, though. Malachi off Samira. Denied twice by Josh Langdon. One from point-blank range and one from a outside of the box block with his rib cage. On the other end, it's the closest from a Matt Schmidt free kick, which has found the head of a teammate. And there is Ludwig stepping out. Does have the feel of a KG finals match right now. The other side wanting to be the one to make the mistake. There it goes. Very wayward pass, breaks for Woolley. And it could be an early injury now for Knights as they've got a player down over on that far side with the ball out of action. They've got a power player fixing up his boot, and it is Pasquale De Vita. Someone who was down and looking a little bit worse for wear on the surface here at Croatian Sports Centre. He's being told that he's got to exit the pitch after play has stopped, and question now is, will Scott McDonald be forced to go to his bench 20 minutes into the first half? And you can see McDonald just to the screen left of the dugout, and camera pans back. See the Knights substitutes warming up, wondering who will be the one to get the call up should De Vita be unable to continue. Get an idea about the intentions of McDonald, if he possibly for Muradovic or Nick Merkovic. But for the time being, De Vita is back in action and looking like he's moving around almost freely. Not that I'm a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but Polyak once again going to work on Boyce. He's waiting for support, and that's what he had in mind, but it now falls for Larsen with the clever little chip over the top from Brown, and the air swing on the follow-up off the post. Max Brown, how about that to break the deadlock in the semi-final? And it is one of the Knights' mainstays. And chipped over the top, Brown with the air swing, and he was able to just stick a boot on it before Boyce could get across. And there we go, 22nd minute. And if the guys just below our effects mic are listening, I think plenty of people shared that opinion. But it all worked out in the end for Gold Coast Knights. It is definitely not how that would have been scripted, but take them any way you can get it. Max Brown with his 7th goal of the season, his 6th against Penn Power, and it just had to be him. He's the Knights' leading scorer against Penn Power in the NPL for his career. Power, they've got to dig themselves out of a 1-0 hole. They're going up against Samira. Larson, who can't underplay his role in that goal with the beautiful little chip over the top for Brown. The 10 almost operating as an out-and-out striker at times tonight. King. Schmidt out wide. Woolley moving to close down. Walker and Knights just happy to hold on to the ball and just poke and prod around the Penn Power back line. And Nata through the back of Brown, legally so. But there's Fox in a one-on-one with Janiel, but goes for a Knights throw in. McDonald just his displeasure with the referee, and a cheap turnover on the throw in. It could work out now for Power, and Fox is felled. See the throw in just not reaching its intended target and forcing Woodward to come over and just knock Russian Brenton Fox off balance enough. And the left foot of Josh Woolley. He's one who's placed the ball, but he's also got McHenry, Cronin and Fox also in the vicinity. Fox and McHenry departing. I just felt that this side is slightly better for the left footer. Langdon, a couple of big stops already. Maybe called on again. 3 players in the wall. It's King, Polyak and
1.5 men outside!
Janiel, I believe. Up steps Woolley, strikes it, gets it through the wall and straight into the arms of Langdon. Crowd cheering for that save from Josh Langdon, just as they did Brown's goal. There's going to be a yellow card for Greenwood. Sixth of the season. Walker going a long way towards the back post, and Knights plays just a little bit too eager and called for offside. And Knights did miss the finals last year, finishing in 6th place. But in their 2 previous NPL Queensland campaigns, they had reached the finals. 2019, they defeated Power 2-1 in the semi-final for defeating Olympic also by the score of 2-1 in the grand final in that memorable night at Perry Park. Park de Paris, as it's known to some. Polyak can't get around Boyce. The Sunshine Coast Wanderers defender holding up strong, and that was straight into the nose of Max King, and he was dispossessed. 2020, it was a 2-1 semi-final loss to Olympic for Coast Knights. Brown almost in behind. Meanwhile, going the other way, and Power not had a whole lot of joy at this stage of the season. In their 3 NPL seasons, they've made the semi-finals. And Langdon off his line again spectacularly. He wants to extend the season for another week. DeVita, he's recovered from his injury and was well defended by Nata. Martin. Now it's Brown sizing up his options, looks to play in Polyak, who was offside there, and I have to admit, on first glance, I wasn't too sure about that. Let's see if we can sneak this one in. That replay is inconclusive. I will defer to the man in the middle with the whistle, or the assistant. Saying Penn Power's NPL finals history. There's a little bit to be desired. 2019 finished 3rd in the season and lost their semi-final to Olympic 2-1. Back-to-back premierships, 20 and 21. As the draw would have it, they drew lines in the first round of the finals, losing 4-1 in 2020 and 1-0 in that late show from Lions last year at AJ Kelly Park. Of course, both times. Good break now, and well defended by Martin, tracking back. Oh, well, need to score twice if they want to pick up their first NPL finals win. 0-3 and scored 2, conceded 7. Of course, they do have 2 premierships to somewhat soften that blow, and certainly enjoyed those title celebrations the last 2 years. And the ball over the cross, Polyak, and just tried to get around Boyce, but held up well. So they want to check the muffler on that car. McLean can't keep that one in, as let's see, Matt Schmidt, who's punched over. Looks like it might actually be something to do with his head potentially, and anything in that area. As strikers get one back in that area, you don't want to take any extra risks, as just be checked on. Second Knights player to acquire treatment this half. possibly been an asthma puffer of some sort. Larson so calm on the ball in midfield. It's DeVita and switch things up. Excellent vision to pick out the fullback. Curling ball into the middle, and there's a pair of power players. And a diving header there from Boyce. As Walker looks like he's now acquiring some treatment here. As there's a solid collision between the two players. So while we just wait for Walker to get his treatment, and we'll be hoping that it's nothing serious. This is the fourth meeting between these sides in 2022. Second one at the Croatian Sports Centre. They met in round 3 at AJ Kelly Park, the postponed round 3 clash, of course, after the Floods played havoc with the start of the season. And the goal scorer that afternoon was Ante Polyak when he was wearing power colours. A 3rd minute strike proved to be the difference. And they met 1st of June in the Australia Cup round 5 qualifier. Goals from Joseph Hitchcock, who was out today, and Malachi Love Samira. Final 20 minutes, enough to see Power advance to the next stage. And they met here 2.5 weeks after that cup clash. It was night. A late brace from Christian Brymora after Janiel had picked up a red card. Josh Woolley with the opener. And the signs are not looking good for Jaden Walker. He's getting helped off by Polyak and team physio. See change being made, and unsurprisingly it is Luke Beckwith who has received the call up. So an early enforced sub for Scott McDonald. Martin is from behind by McLean. Made the move down south from Brisbane City, Tyson Martin. King is in a battle with McHenry, and the power defender won that round. No complaints there, just apologies from Ngata. Defender in full flight as he glided through the back of DeVita. We will just have another stoppage as referee Mr. Christoph has seen something. As industrious as ever midfield. And talking about the impact of mid-season signings, it's to say any side has benefited more from the mid-season recruiting than Gold Coast Knights. King out on the left wing and Phil Larson plus Ante Polyak, all key figures for the Knights in their finals charge. Schmidt. Now out wide, here's Beckwith, his first notable involvement, and it's a little bit too much adrenaline for him there. As he never hit that, but still in possession of Knights. Beckwith with a chance for another delivery. That one's a little bit too measured, perhaps. It falls short of Brown. Fox has struggled to make his presence felt thus far, but you can say that for 90 minutes with Brenton Fox. He's coming across well, and determined work by Beckwith. Plenty of Knight supporters near the bar, just possibly waiting for some halftime refreshments. So he goes over the top towards the Power supporters. We've set up their banners behind Josh Langdon's goal in the first half. Speaking to a couple of those Power supporters at AJ Kelly last Sunday, they were very pleased that all of their banners did survive the strong travelling contingent of Sydney United fans. Wants it on for Polyak, and still a few nervous touches here and there. And after appeals from both sides, the judge has rendered his verdict. It's a Power throw-in. A little bit more clear cut of a verdict. Knights now taking possession back. King. Away for Martin. Crunching challenge there by Ludwig in midfield, and I'm not entirely sure that was a foul, let alone a yellow card. However, Ludwig has been shown a yellow card. Didn't look like he got the ball there, Austin Ludwig, but well, decision's made. Now I have the free kick, and can have a fair bit of stoppage time being added as well. A trio of Knights players dealing with injuries, and the substitution of Jaden Walker. Wide from Boyce, and now he's got it back. Nagata. Boyce just commanding at the back once again. Martin Switches out to the left, and Schmidt, a bit of green grass to make his run on, and the ball over the top. Nagata. Only as far as DeVita, and this is his range. Take on the shot. Pasquale DeVita. Wide it goes for the corner. There's only one thing on the mind of DeVita, and just trying to bend it into that far post. Took a touch on the way through. Driven ball into the box. It careens across the face, and eventually Cronin able to play it forward there, and McLean could have gotten around Lazem. That would have been dangerous there, and now McLean commits a foul. And Schmidt who's down once again, and it will be a final warning for Jake McLean. You can hear the assistant referees behind the fence just voicing their opinions. Lofted up, and Boyce. Again, right place, right time for Brody Boyce, and it's not an accident for him. Watching work by Schmidt, back on his feet, and beautiful first touch there from DeVita, but can't keep that one alive. Rigby. Live wire, keeping the play alive, out it goes. Lazem through, now chance for Polyak against his former club, and saved well by Zabax. But the danger is not gone yet. Here is DeVita on the follow-up and just bends it over the top. And Knights turning the screws in the final stages of the first half. We are into stoppage time, and Zabax just sticking a hand out. Weight of chances, Pasquale DeVita just find a way to bury one of those chances if he's afforded a few more. You're feeling
merchandise will be available to be purchased inside the clubhouse at half time, so go on in, buy your merchandise. Last opportunity of the season to got some merch.
Power not wasting any time with this free kick. And Brown straight through the legs of Rigby to keep this move going. DeVita storming forward. Nagata in defence. The clipped ball over the top there, able to pick out Polyak on the follow-up, and that is foot to it. Martin Beckwith with the support run out wide. And Beckwith was claiming he was checked off the ball. Martin trying to go through the power defence quite literally, and that will wrap up an entertaining first half at the Croatian Sports Centre. Power started the strongest, were denied twice by Josh Langdon, and it was Max Brown on the second attempt of a through ball, and his 22nd minute goal that separates these two sides in the NPL Queensland semi-final. Austin Ludwig continuing the discussions, but I don't think he's getting his yellow card overturned. We are going to step away and be back with the second half after these messages.
The main purpose of the Winterfest Carnival is to allow players to express themselves through the four core skills within their skill acquisition phase. It's fantastic to see the looks on the players' faces, both boys and girls, over the past 3 days, playing without fear, being expressive in good footballing moments. It's been fantastic to create this environment for young boys and girls.
Yeah, it's a touch with the front foot, and what's always been rejected? Yeah, because your body's rejecting it.
The main benefits for our regional FQ Academy programs is an opportunity to play against players outside of their regions. You know, so you're playing against some clubs like Gold Coast United, Brisbane Strikers, Lions, Brisbane City. So it's a whole new learning experience for the player and of course for the coaches that do fantastic work in those regional FQ programs. At the minute, the experiences both from players and parents has been absolutely fantastic. There was a moment there during the week where we have seen some of our regional players actually interact with some of our Southeast Queensland players. So just that environment there, there's possibility of friendships long term. You know, parents from a viewing perspective, all enjoying themselves. You know, I've heard a couple of players actually talking about visiting Australia Zoo, going to the local beaches. So not only is this an important football event for their development, but as a family, you know, it's creating new memories, you know, and fundamentally making our players, our coaches and our parents fall in love with this game.
So the purpose is another touch point, another contact for players to show their talent in front of lots of coaches. We're really thankful that the parents, the players and the coaches could come down to Ipswich for this week. It's the second carnival that we're hosting. It's another opportunity for players to show their current output on the pitch and also their future potential. They're assessing a range of parameters that we look at. Today they've got an education session as well and some physical testing going on. And all that helps build up a picture of where the players are at, what we might expect from them in the future in terms of future squads, selected squads, elite games, things like the National Youth Championships which are coming up as well. Obviously Queensland's a massive area and we need to make sure that we're giving opportunity to every player, doesn't matter where they come from, boys and girls. What we use is a database that is filled with lots of metrics in terms of on-field performance, physical performance, but we also have that personable touch in terms of knowing what the players like and how they react to different environments and giving them a provision that suits where they're at any given time. Tracking players over a longer period of time so that we're not making judgments off of a short data set but over a longer period of time. It's great to get everyone into one arena so that all the coaches can see them in one hit. It's good for the coaches as well to sort of agree upon what we're looking for. So it's just another tool in our armoury, another lens of our talent ID screening to see the boys and the girls where they're currently at this moment in time, and what we might need to look for in the upcoming weeks into term 3 before the selection. Things like the medical screening that we've got going on as well helps with the physical preparation of players. So yeah, again, it's just another step towards a final squad selection. But hopefully players that may not necessarily get into that squad, they benefit from that trajectory anyway.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters, all powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Vito Sports pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation-compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your football family. A family has legends you look up to. And the up-and-comers. A family pitches in and works together as a team. We have the ones who keep us in check, and we motivate each other to be the best. Be the best! But it's my brothers and my sisters who always have my back. That's why even my real family love my football family. So what are you waiting for? Join our team. Come on!
Welcome back, everybody, to the Croatian Sports Centre here in Carrara. It is the NPL Queensland second semi-final. Gold Coast Knights against Peninsula Power. I'm James Coughlin here to bring you all the action on FQTV. Right now, Max Brown's 22nd minute strike is all that separates these two sides. With the Knights just 45 minutes away from another grand final appearance. Penn Power looking for their first NPL finals win. Will happen over the next 45 minutes. Can't say for sure, but feeling pretty confident that we are going to have quite a bit of drama coming your way. The teams are out for the second half. We'll bring you any changes as we are made aware of them for the time being. Zabak's goal kick and red and blue sandwich there on McHenry. Schmidt with the throw and getting it to Martin, and acres of space out wide now for Beckwith to go for a run. Martin continuing to offer support further in front as he looked for the first time delivery to the near post, and it's Ante Polyak doubling Knights' lead against his former club. And what about the ball from Tyson Martin?
Goal scored by number 11, Ante Polyak.
This would have been looking for a quick start to the second half, and Ante Polyak delivers. He scored 4 Power against the Knights back in April. And he's now scored against Power 4 Knights in the semi-final. Goal number 16 for the season for Polyak. 8 for Knights. Matching his tally of 8 for Power. Now, we definitely don't want to rule anything out just yet for the visitors. They are capable of scoring plenty themselves, but in the meantime, they'll be going on the defensive once again. Polyak closely by Boyce as he sizes up his options and just to try and work the sideline. And Janiel out for Schmidt. Some clear instructions for the young fullback. Now King. Brown, he's in a little pocket. Polyak out wide. Can he turn provider? This time he'll cut it back. It's Tyson Martin. And Knights have raced out of the blocks in the second half. Brown setting it all up. Martin blazing it over the bar, but another warning sign for Penn Power as to get a foothold in this second half. Rigby gets clipped by an apologetic Luke Beckwith, who came on as a sub about 10 minutes before half time, and nervous moment at the back there for Zabaks. So gets it away to Boyce. And Larsam putting the tackle in and just couldn't get it to a teammate as Woolley brings that one under control. Fox, Cronin. Plenty of difference makers wearing blue and white on the pitch. There's one of them, Malachi of Samira, with the unenviable task of trying to get around Janiel. Has the inauspicious honour of being one of 4 players to receive multiple red cards in the league this season, one of which came back here in June. Henry with the outside of the football and a diving effort by Janiel to clear that one away as he was fouled by desperate Josh Woolley, looking a little bit hampered, and I think we may have a substitute taking place now. Actually, Greenwood limping off, and coming on in his place is Ollie Plusner. Greenwood, yellow card as well. Heated, and here is Martin. He's got Brown ahead of him. Is he in? And saved by Zabax. And King, and there could be a penalty there as Max King is tripped up by Brody Boyce. And now Gold Coast Knights can take a stranglehold on this game as check out the save first from Zabax, and Knights just first to react there, and just a late swing at the ball. Taking the man, and it is Pasquale De Vita. The 2-0 lead for Knights. Can they make it 3? Falls on the shoulders of their number 7. For Zabax, keep his team in it. It's a stuttering run up, and De Vita holds his nerve from the spot. It's 3-0 Knights, and they are on their way to the grand final surely now.
Goal is scored by number 7, Pasquale De Vita. Score is now Knights 3, Peninsula Power 0.
It's a semi-final dream for the Knights as celebrations continue. De Vita rolling that one calmly to his left with Zabax going the other way. And now it is a massive hole for Penn Power to get themselves out of. King gets points from the Italian attacker for his efforts earning that penalty. And a pass at the back was retrieved by Boyce, but Knights, they could be looking to really put a big score on here, but the pass is chested down by Boyce. And Beckwith once again quick to apologise to the player who's fouled, and that time it was Malachi Love Samira. Cronin. over the top. It is Samira who loses possession. And here go Knights once again. It's DeVita, and it's all breaking for Knights now as Lazem just can't play it through, but either way, it's still back now. DeVita from open play, and just off the post, and a diving challenge there, denying Max King from what would have been a surefire goal. And substitute Plasnan there, and toe poked from a very tight angle by DeVita. Knights there looking for a statement win in the semi-final.
Keep it.
Rigby with the sliding ball through, but able to pick out Fox. Vita going to the bag of tricks. It's a little early for, especially if you've watched the Premier League this season. What can happen if you want some of those tricks? And Brown lunging in from behind, and he can voice his displeasure with that. Not sure what he's going to necessarily argue there with the challenge that looks like it might have actually caused an injury above the shoulders there for possibly Brodie Boyce, as his head might have hit the ground, and now going through all the necessary checks and precautions. Been a physical game for the opening almost hour of play. And Powell with the possibility that it might be their last game of the year. Don't want to hold anything back. After the opening 10 minutes, they just haven't quite had the answers for Knights going forward. Actually, yeah, apologies to Brodie Boyce. Looks like it's one of his teammates that's injured and holding up a towel to the facial area, and I think it was more to do with the impact on the ground than anything in the tackle. There's Rigby making his way off to get some running repairs. Knights, they've had 2 weeks to prep for this game. Their last outing was a disappointing defeat to Moreton Bay, as that one is spilled by Langdon as he was taken out of it by his teammate, but it could break now with DeVita with the expert first touch to bring it under control, and now he'll play in Polyak. Love Samira just doing enough there to hold him up, as some experience playing left back. Teaming up for a very effective left side with Brisbane City's Chris Morsaray at Gregory Terrace for a couple of years, and a loose pass there by Langdon could open up a chance here for Power. This is Cronin stepping over, and He'll make the run for the byline, trying to cut it back. Ludwig positioned himself well and was played off Boyce for the throw-in. The repairs on Rigby still continuing. Good stance. Power still playing down a man. And the question is probably going through the of the Power bench. If they can't stop bleeding by the looks of it, then will they be forced to withdraw Jesse Rigby? And there I can see Daniel Cutler being prepared for action, and Phil Larsam is to take this stoppage in play to just go down. And it's been a busy night for the physios from both sides. And with the lack of a player exiting the pitch, we'll make what I think is a relatively safe assumption that it is Cutler coming on for Rigby. And Larsam coming on for Knights will be Nick Merkovich. And after all that, we're back underway. And here goes Knights looking for a fourth towards the back post there, and a beautiful save by Phil Zabax. That's one for the highlight reel. Brown started that move. And excellent ball across, and just excellent determined work by Zabax to get himself across the goal and put that one down. Martin. As Cutler introduces himself to play he'll probably be seeing a fair bit of over the next half hour. And Schmidt holding strong against McHenry. Daniel deals with that. And you may notice the face protector Cutler is wearing after suffering an injury about a month ago. And to get back on the pitch, and it's safe to say Power are happy to have him. Try and find a way to just get one goal to possibly try and start a comeback here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Facing a fourth straight NPL semi-final defeat. Since their promotion from the FQPL 2018. The last finals win was the 2018 Grand Final over East, who are also promoted and still in the National Premier Leagues as well. Played in there, but Langdon, as he's been all day alert, and he could be caught out here as Fox just can't get that one on target. Even with a 3-1 lead, a bit of a heart and mouth moment for Langdon as the ball played in behind and sticking a foot out, and thankfully for the youngster. It's no harm, no foul. 3-year-old, formerly of the Glory Youth Program, Josh Langdon. Actually, he's been credited with an appearance in the competition formerly known as the FFA Cup. King cutting back now, and it just wouldn't sit for the first time shot from Brown, and certainly scuffed effort. Nagata thinking about the quick take, but deferring to Zabaks. Langdon. Pick out Woolley with that, and he'll return that one quickly. McLean trying to play in Love Samira, but just put it a little bit too far in front of him. See, deflected ball there, and Langdon copying all of Fox's boot there, but the ball in his grasp. Eventually launches that one a long way down into Power's half. Love Samira, and he is unceremoniously tackled in midfield by Beckwith, who will take the yellow card for the good of the team. Minutes and stoppages are added on in this semi-final. Still to be played. As Knights thus far clinical performance. Stifle Power going forward, but just checking, making sure he's onside with the ball to the back post, and either Cutler or Love Samira able to direct it on goal, but Love Samira was able to chase it down and keep it alive. Woolley will curl it into the box now, and it could be on for Cronin, and he's pulled one back for Penn Power. Sam Cronin has made it 3-1 with just over 20 minutes to go. And what about that ball over the top from Woolley? And just like Knights' first goal, it was a bit of an improvised finish from Sam Cronin, his 7th goal of the season. They've got one back, 20 minutes to find 2 more. Can they do it? Without trying to go too deep into the thoughts of Scott McDonald, you get the feeling he will be ensuring his side knows that they can't afford to switch off just yet. Power will be pushing all the way to the finish line. Offside flag has gone up. See on the power bench, Rigby still holding the towel to his face. And can confirm that the scoreboard behind Josh Langdon is to be updated. The one we've got in the top left corner of the screen is correct. It is 3-1. It's 20 minutes away from a grand final. Second one in 4 years, and just watching this game very closely will be Ben Khan and the Olympic side, who threw in an absolute belter last night, 3-2. Only first minute winner from Zach Kiepal. That's why they signed him. As Martin keeps that one alive. Merkovic, DeVita, and out for Schmidt. Now Fox will go for the spectacular. Polyak, close by Boyce, as he has been all night. Boyce winning that duel. By NPL standards, a heavyweight bout, and while the power bench might be arguing about that throw and getting slowed down, I'm fairly certain the ball went out on the other side of halfway. Inside from McLean. Martin looking for space there, and without looking entirely where he was going to go, and Boyce to get the ball back for Power. Good work by Samira, and with inside Brown, and clearly offside there is Polyak, and I think he knew. And now we'll go back for the yellow card getting shown. I believe that might have been for the power bench potentially. See Martin, who's been immense in midfield for Gold Coast Knights. Starting to feel the pace of the game a bit. Fox is now McHenry, and he'll take the shot on himself, and that had Langdon worried. You can see on the replay by Fox, and it was almost a shot come cross. DeVita nods that one on now. Brown, he could try and find himself in a bit of space, taking the shot on, and almost a spectacular goal from Max Brown as it just goes wide to Phil Zavak's goal. back to take that one away from Cutler, who was the intended target. He'll come back for the free kick after Cutler flicked Janiel. Quarter of an hour remains. Power still needing 2 goals. Just force extra time, 2 unanswered goals. Just to force extra time, and getting the hurry up from our referee. Down, and it's the free kick off Woolley. Just asking a question as will address the substitute, address the free kick, as will DeVita. We've had a change for Knights there as well. Ball towards the back post and over the top of everybody. Ludwig winds up on the ground, and we've got a goal kick, which is taken with Zabak's not wanting to waste too much time. McLean earned the free kick there after Martin from behind. And clever work now, and the keeper slipped, and it could be in now for Cutler. But what an intervention from Janiel to deny what would have otherwise been a tap-in for Cutler. I'm seeing some tired legs starting to come in, and I can see Mirza Muradovic has made his way on for Knights. And once again, Janiel sticking the foot out to get in the way of Cutler. Minutes remaining. Power. Can they conjure up a memorable comeback? Nagata. That's off McHenry. Goes Beckwith. He's played in by Muradovic, and Muradovic tried to get it through, but Boyce chests it down. Some potentially optimistic shouts for handball. And free kick now for Power as Cutler is tripped up. McLean coming off. Nick Harvey entering the fray. the former Sunshine Coast Fire and Wanderers player. Made 5 appearances this season. Made his NPL debut against Gold Coast Knights in their first meeting. Turning on the ball, bringing it under control. A beautiful ball through now, and Langdon off his line well. Ensuring that Cutler won't be causing him any more headaches than he has already since coming on about 20 minutes ago. Osnan gives away the free kick, and Polyak staying on the ground, and DeVita. Actually, I beg your pardon, the free kick has gone the other way as Polyak has stayed down. Woolley looking to get on with it. It didn't look like Polyak might have just slipped into the substitute's legs, and that might have been where the occurred, and Woolley just shoving off the referee as well, Mr. Christov. For a NPL finals win, may extend into 2023. Scoreline holds. They've got 10 minutes to do something about it. Actually, if quick scan of the field is correct, it looks like Mirza Muradovic might have come on for the substitute, Nick Merkovic. Player for Knights that I can't actually see out there, and the ball into the box. It's handed away by Beckwith. And McHenry is pulled down, rugby style, by Schmidt, and it could break now for Cutler in the box as he tries to unselfishly square it across rather than take the shot from a tight angle. However, there is still time for the comeback. He's really tried to play it through, and eventually it will reach its intended target from that initial pass of Fox, but he loses out. And here goes Knights on the counter, and Muradovic wins a free kick, and that might allow him to settle things down. And he's going to be yellow card for Boyce. There's 2 players from each side into the notebook. Beautiful ball there to the back post, and as he has been pretty much whenever he's been called upon tonight, Janiel got in the way of that. Certainly been playing with plenty of urgency the last 15 minutes. The free kick conceded. Fox continues to hurry up to try and teammate in the box potentially, and you can see Woolley continuing to soldier on as ball is headed away. Woolley, he'll take the pass on from range. That was a slice ball out for Fox and headed just over the bar by Nagata. And if that was an intentional pass from Josh Woolley, and I'm inclined to believe it was, and that was unbelievably spectacular. Playing off Samira, high foot against Martin. And Woolley plays it to Love Samira, and it's getting a bit heated at the Croatian Sports Centre. Woolley, I don't think he got the silver that hard, but it is something that's definitely going to need to be managed now by our referee. This frustration is boiling for Power, and there you can see on the ground, it's continuing now with Fox and DeVita, and oh, it's all getting a bit heated now. DeVita has stayed prone on the ground. And Ludwig trying to play peacemaker. DeVita pleading his case, and now the discussions will continue. Just wait and see what's happened. There could be a few cards coming out of this. These are all just waiting. This is all going to be out of time. We may wind up going past 95 minutes. But you feel Penn Power will be considered plenty of time. Okay, from Josh Woolley wanting to play on quickly, and he will be ticked off here, and there's going to be a red card for Josh Woolley, a yellow card for Brenton Fox. And now the question is, what is going to happen to the Power players who were involved? And we'll just wait to see, and this could have big ramifications for Gold Coast Knights as well. A yellow card for Tyson Martin and a yellow card for Pasquale DeVita. Right, that is just a bit to catch up on. So yellows for Woolley, DeVita and Martin after all of that. And so after all of that, an inauspicious ending to the season for the Power. Number 8. Connection with the face of DeVita is deemed to be enough to warrant a red card. A beautiful ball to the back post though, and we are back underway. And referee and crew did take their time to consider the decisions, and in the replay we've got here in the commentary booth, there was contact to the face of DeVita from Josh Woolley, and that was why the red card was shown, and in the ensuing melee, if you feel like it rose to that level. The shot taken on by Cronin, and he can't direct that on target. Now, how many minutes of stoppage time will be added on? Langdon taking every available second, and Brown gives away the free kick as he's into the back of Boyce, and Power piling numbers forward, the 10-man Power. Looking to get one goal to make the final few minutes interesting. Cutler, these players will be seeing their chances if they can get the ball in scoring position, and a strong challenge, and the ball is still in. It's play on, and eventually it goes over the sideline. Cutler back into play quickly as Polyak and Plusnan collided. And DeVita offside and on a yellow, not opting to try anything fancy. Just tuning in for closing minutes of this match. Seeing Ollie Plusnan give away the free kick. Kicked off just a few minutes ago after free kick for Penn Power, and DeVita as he's pulled down from behind by McHenry. Polyak with some words for his former teammate as he's waving them goodbye, and DeVita will try and play that one quickly as they're giving them the right royal send-off here at the Croatian Sports Centre. And Polyak for another one against his former club. He's already got one. Josh Woolley, the man sent off for Penn Power after lashing out at Paki DeVita. I think there's a bit of a discussion over who's taking this free kick. DeVita will say we're not going for goal here as McHenry gives away another free kick, second in quick succession, and he will pick up a yellow card for that. So it's all getting a bit ugly here now as Power staring down the barrel of a fourth straight NPL finals defeat. It was Knights in 2019. Lions the last 2 years, and lots of things. It will be Knights again in 2022. Love Samira. He's not giving up the cause. He's trying to win the ball back, and tackled by Martin, who put in a shift in midfield today, Tyson Martin. And Plusnan, not sure what to call that foul. Just putting a boot through it, and the attempted rugby tackle by Nagata, and plays that one over the sideline as Knights know they're now seconds away from a second grand final berth in 4 years. Just taking it to the corner and grind off a few more seconds as Power have about a 4-2 advantage, and now they'll have a corner. There you can see there's Polyak and DeVita and 4 blue shirts ready to close them down. As we move up to 95 minutes played, and DeVita smartly playing it off the onrushing Cronin. And there it is, Knights advance to another grand final with a 3-1 win over Penn Power, and you can see an embrace from Paki DeVita and Ante Polyak. There's 2 of the goal scorers, but it was Max Brown who opened proceedings in the 22nd minute. DeVita from the penalty spot in the 53rd, and Ante Polyak just after half-time as well.
NPL Grand Final.
So just like it was in 2019, it will be Gold Coast Knights against Olympic in the NPL Grand Final. We will see you at Perry Park next Saturday night. I'm James Coughlin. This has been a production for Double Take Sports for Football Queensland. We'll see you later.